Fine. Go ahead.
My name is Vincent Oduor from NTV. I'd like to know, from the point of view of Kenya Kwanza, are you comfortable with the idea of election materials being carried in someone's personal luggage?
We have addressed that question right here by saying that on the part of IEBC, we expect them to ensure all materials, equipment are properly handled and also distributed properly to the various stations that are designated as election stations.
Yes.
My name is Edwin from Capital FM. According to the IG, Mutembei, is that the reason why they arrested the 3 foreigners is because they had breached the security protocol. And the question was that election stakeholders, which include political parties, were not aware that election materials had landed in the country. So as Kenya Kwanza, are you comfortable that security protocol is being breached in terms of delivering?
To be honest, what security issues were breached?
The 3 foreigners were not even accompanied by...
No, there's no law that says that the officials coming to Kenya need to have been accompanied by an IBC official. Which law are you quoting? There's no...
It calls for transparency.
No, it calls for transparency, but there's no law that has been breached. After all, when they were there, IBC officials were there, and they clarified to them that these people are contractors of IBC. But they disregarded that and still took away those people.
They say it was done last minute.
Not only that, good lady, if they break the law, then the IG is out of order for releasing people who have breached the law. When people break the law, you prosecute them. They arrested them. They did not lock them up at the airport, as meaning they were being treated as terrorists. They have since been released without charge, and the police are saying they breached no law.
I think there's nowhere in law that political parties play a role in the management of elections. Political parties were not there when ballot papers were received. Did you see any political party representation? Let me finish. So it is a function of IEBC. Even the trip that political parties were to go to Greece, it's unnecessary. It was just out of goodwill, and they are those who will pay for their ticket. So there's no law. The people who should be at the airport to receive and manage election materials is IBC, the CEO and his staff and the chair and his commission. So there's nowhere you breach, you talk of a security breach just because Kenya Kwanza was not there. But and there were not 3 people, for your information. The person who was arrested was only 1. His 2 other colleagues went. They were in Nairobi. They went to go and explain the situation to him. They were there to receive him. So even the information you have is not correct. So the only person who came to the airport with the material was 1 person.
I think I can add.
And those questions you can put to the IG. But this is a country of laws, as Honorable Wetangula has said, as senior counsel. Every breach must be based on certain piece of law, which you must quote.
I think I can explain. And I think just in addition to that, there are mechanisms in which that are established under the regulations of IEBC, that IEBC can engage with the political parties. Just 2 days ago, I represented UDA at the IEBC Center at Bomas, where they simulated the result transmission system. Those are the assurances that we need. It's a formal engagement. Just yesterday, I spent the morning together with the other representatives of UDA and the representatives of Azimio, and confirmed the process in which they are loading the KIMS kit with the electronic register. They are loading the application and the result transmission system. So yes, if we want any assurance, it's not by intercepting IEBC officials at the airport. Even now, we are still expecting that IEBC will hold the next meeting with us and explain to us what assurances they have. And remember, when it comes to delivery of ballot boxes, we are entitled as those political parties to get a packing list. If it is the barcodes that were seen at the airport, we are entitled to ask for a dispatch list at the time closer to the election. So we still can have, as long as those safeguards exist, I think we can be safe. But what we are appealing is for IEBC to be given an opportunity to do their work without being harassed.
Excellent. Can we end
We
there?
were done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Through this formal statement, which you shall eventually get from the media team here. You will, the statement is very simple but detailed.